What up, world? So today, as everybody knows, there's some voting happening. So I figured I would come post up outside one of these spots and take a couple pictures. Here we go. This here is a place, as you can see by all the signs, where everybody's voting today. I found out that there's some places that didn't even open, including schools for some reason today here locally. And so I figured I'd get out here, take some pictures of history as it happens. While these people vote, and make sure that they respect my right to take pictures in public. The man that's guarding the door has yet to notice that I'm here. Now he's noticed. Long stare with a look away. It's a good sign. We're here at the Lazy Brook Baptist Church where they're doing voting today. I figured I'd get out here while these people are voting and capture a little bit of history happening, guys. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I don't think people got the notification, so if you want to, you could share this. I don't know if I just used too many notifications yesterday or what. Usually there's a lot more folks in here, but it's all good. I'm live just so the folks that want to see can see. Long stare. This guy is checking me out. Man, I'm doing good today, guys. I got to sleep in a little bit today because I didn't have a bunch of stuff I had to take care of early, so that was really nice to actually be able to rest past 9 a.m. today. And it's a beautiful day out. It's sunny. It's a little warm, but it's really pretty out. Clear skies, birds flying. Beautiful day, guys. Beautiful day. I feel like this guy's curiosity will get the best of him. Eventually he's gonna come walk up and ask me what I'm doing. I know it. He's interested. Everybody's showing up here in the Heights, trying to get those last minute votes in. I don't know if they're gonna make a difference, y'all, but I'll hold my opinion on that. This is just the beginning today as well. Lots of places around my area that I'm going to be trying to go and hit. Not all of them are going to be live. I'm just starting out here with a live video because I wanted to. Mister's on the phone now. For those of y'all just getting in here, this is an area where there's some voting happening today. I wanted to come and make sure that they respect my right to film in public first off, and kind of just scope out what's going on here. What all is happening here in the town. Lots of signs, as you can see: Trump, Biden, Kim, Ann. Everybody fighting over who's the boss. We got a couple guys trying to figure out whether they want to talk to me or not. What's up, News Now California? Hey, sorry man, I was trying to call, but I was calling you as I was starting a live stream, so I had to kind of get to business. What up, Save the Humans? Teflon, California, of course. Kim, everybody that's in here. I'm sure that I probably used all my notifications late last night, so it's all right. This will grow naturally. Everybody out voting today, trying to determine who's going to be their master. These guys are so curious. Y'all think I should just go indulge them with a quick chat? Or you think I should let them come to me? What up, Carl? These guys are trying to determine whether they want to come and speak with me or not. They've been pretty smart so far. Got a couple folks chatting, having good times in the parking lot. Y'all guys smash a thumbs up if you'd like to. I'm out here today because there's a lot of voting, as y'all know, happening. This is a church where they're doing some voting. And I wanted to make sure that they respect my First Amendment right to document history. Found me a little slice of shade. Come on, zoom out, huh? There you go. Got a little slice of shade here. Nothing crazy so far. These guys seem to understand that I'm on the sidewalk. Possibly. You never know. I've only been here for about 5 minutes, so. I'm gonna give them a good little 30-minute audit or so. If they don't make contact with me, then they pass. Even if they make contact with me peacefully, they still pass. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna have a lot of content coming soon, because after this election, I think there's gonna be a lot of stuff to video. If y'all understand what I'm saying here. I put the damn body cam on today because I have a feeling things are gonna get sticky by the end of the night. They're talking about me. He just pointed at me and said something along the lines of video and something, I don't know. Maybe they're going over the rules in their mind. I got the law pulled up on my phone. So if they want to come and talk to me about it, I can let them read it. I got 30 people and 9 thumbs up. So if y'all haven't hit thumbs up, please hit it for me. What's up, Swan Villain? Yeah, this is actually a really quiet spot. It's pretty cool. Here we go. We got a guy taking notes about me here. He's sitting there writing on the paper. I'm guessing probably my description. Handsome, dreadlocks, tall. Let's see what this guy wants to talk about. That's who you're voting for? Are you writing information about me? Okay. That guy said he voted Trump. I'm gonna go chat this guy up, guys. Y'all wanna go chat him up? What's up, Dirty? Go ask him how he feels about all this. How he feels about the election this year. How he feels about the First Amendment and rights. Those are things people need to be talking about these days. We need to be talking about our rights. 100 foot distance marker. You can see right here. It says no people holding signs. It's strange. Like, all these things are like pictures of people holding signs saying you can't do this, but you can stick them in the ground everywhere. Huh. San Joaquin in here? What up, San Joaquin? What's up, brother? Yeah, there's some voting happening around the corner around here. I wanted to come check out this church where they're doing this voting. Make sure that they respect my right to video in public. And see what's going on out here. I expected there to be a little bit bigger of a turnout. This appears to be more of a Biden rally over here. All right, guys, I said I was going to give these people a 30-minute audit. We're at 19. I'm going to give them about 10 more minutes. As long as they don't make contact with me, I would feel as if they're respecting some rights around here. We got a lady sticking a sign in the dirt over here. All the signs. Everybody fighting for the master here. How you doing today?
Fine, how are you?
Good. Just out documenting history, huh? Pretty crazy day.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy one though. What do you think's gonna happen after the election? You think everybody's gonna be happy?
I think so.
You think
I
so?
think everybody's going to be happy with the turnout.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm trying to stay positive.
I always try to stay positive. It's just history repeats itself, you know? So you gotta always be ready. Don't be the person fighting over the last jar of peanut butter. Because grocery stores are gonna be struggling once everybody gets mad.
So far, here's been quiet and nice. Nobody fighting, nobody.
Oh no, it's gonna be peaceful during the voting. I'm just worried about what's gonna happen after the voting. Do you think that our votes count more than the House votes, or do you know that the House votes over, you know, they kind of have a little more power than the people's vote? You feel as if your vote makes a difference?
Oh, yes, definitely.
I'm non-biased, I just ask questions.
Yeah, I
Every vote counts. Hell yeah.
Everybody should come out and vote.
Okay.
That's your right. And whoever you vote for, you know, that's why we live in a free country to do that.
Well, you would think we're in a free country.
Oh, I think we are.
Hell yeah.
Live in a free country.
It's a blessing.
It's a big blessing.
It's a blessing to be able to say what we want, right?
Buy whatever. I can go to the store and buy whatever I want because I work.
As long as the store's open.
Yeah. And I don't like that we're having to go through a pandemic, but I don't think it's anybody's fault.
What do you think about the pandemic? You think that possibly there was some misinformation, or do you believe everything they say on the news?
I don't believe everything they say on the news.
No?
No.
You shouldn't believe what they say on the news.
I will say that not everything that you see in the news is true.
Yeah, that's a very good fact. That not everything you see in the news is true.
It's not.
Nope.
No. And you got to do your own investigation.
That's what I do.
Educate yourself.
Yep.
You got to
Do your own
learn
investigation.
and educate yourself on your candidates.
So did you educate yourself on the candidates that are running right now?
Yes.
And
And I did an early vote.
and what do you think of them? Do you think that they're the type of men that need to run the country?
I've seen one running for the last 3.5 years.
You feel Biden or Trump is going to be killing it? Which one do you think is going to win?
Well, I'm ready for Trump.
You want Trump? Okay.
I'm ready for Trump. I'm really praying because he's done a lot of things where Biden hasn't done anything in 47 years.
Biden hasn't done anything in 47 years. What has Trump done, though, that you remember? What's something that Trump did that made you happy? Huh? Is it okay if I come closer?
Economics, everything went up. He's given a lot of help things. Nobody ever gave us a stimulus check, and no other president ever worried about his people meeting their finances and their bills.
Do you know that stimulus causes inflation, though?
Yes, I understand that, but when we're in a pandemic,
That's when
I
civil-
like those.
Thank you. It's my custom shoes. When civil disobedience, what happened is they were forced to shut down all these small businesses, and all these people started getting out of money because they were unable to work because they just listened. And they said, you can't work. And all these small businesses shut down their businesses, and everybody started going bankrupt and having to sell their properties. And so it's I feel as if a little civil disobedience would really help our nation if the people would stand up and say, screw you, I'm going to open my business.
I think that we have been in better hands the last 2.5 years than we had with Obama and Biden. That's just my belief. I've seen, a lot of things that have been said and done, and, defund the police.
We don't need to defund the police. We need to
defund the
we need to
police.
take away qualified immunity and internal investigations. If we got rid of internal investigations and qualified immunity,
I am for the firefighters. I
Heck
am
yeah.
for the HPDs, okay, of Houston, because they're the ones that put their lives on the line for everybody.
but also the officers in HPD, they also cost the taxpayers a lot of money whenever they shoot people on accident and they arrest people illegally. Because that's the kind of news stories that I build. Like you said, you can't trust the
but
news.
let me say this: not every officer does that.
Not every officer.
Not every officer does that.
And that's why
You
I do what I
cannot
do.
condemn every officer
No.
for one bad act.
You're correct.
Okay.
But one bad apple, you know what happens when one bad apple's in a bag of apples? All the apples go bad. And that's the... Well, I'm saying in nature, if you put a bad apple in a bag of apples, what happens? All the apples go bad, right? And so this is my point, is that if a good officer cannot tell on a bad officer, then we don't have any good officers. And what happens when a good officer rats out a bad officer is they both lose their pension, and they both lose their immunity, and they both lose their job the good officer and the bad officer. And so that's why I do what I do. I go and I video police, I video my city, and I make sure and document and keep people transparent and reliable for what they do, because there's a lot of officers that do break the law, and there's a lot of officers that are good. And the worst enemy of a good officer is a bad officer. And they can't do nothing about it, because internal investigations will rip them apart and take away their money too if they rat out another officer. So my job is to go and get the bad officers, and I pull their job away from them. And I raise up the good officers.
You need to, everything that you're saying to me, I think you need to say it to the mayor of the city of Houston and to Chief Acevedo.
I say it to the world, because all my videos are live and they go onto the internet, and the entire police department.
To listen to all of that, because they don't listen very well.
No, they don't listen very well.
No.
And they work for us. They're our public servants. And that's why I go out to make sure that they treat people right. They don't, no knees on the neck. No officer, so many officers are about, officer safety. What about civilian safety? And we need to stop, don't sign up to be a cop if you're afraid. That's meant for people that are brave and strong to defend us. We don't want cowards.
I will say this, they just buried one Saturday, 41-year veteran.
41-year veteran? All right.
And he served.
How did he lose his life?
Huh?
How did he lose his life?
He got shot by somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah, on duty.
Are you talking about the fire inspector?
No, I'm not talking about the fire inspector.
You know about the fire inspector that got shot right here down the road? Because there's arson going on here?
He was an arson investigator.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's a huge arson case going on here in Houston. And the fire investigator had found a car to a suspect they were looking for. And when he followed the car, the man shot him and himself. And
I think that no matter where you go, okay, there's good and bad. Like they say, the devil never sleeps. We just gotta pray for this country. But I will say, I'm born and raised American, and I will do for Americans first. And I believe that we need to look out for our country.
and our children.
Our country, our children, because they're the ones that are going to grow up and live in here. And we need to look out for them. And the USA comes first before any other country.
Yep. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Because nobody comes before another person. We're all life and we all matter. And to say that we are ahead of somebody else is saying that your life is more important than another.
Well,
And if you're a God-fearing woman, you should love every country.
I love every country and I love everybody, but not that. I don't love them when they come and attack us and they feel 9/11.
Hey, you don't see war on our land. We wouldn't attack some other
We
people.
won't now go over there and attack anybody.
Remember we went to
else.
fight for freedom, but they never brought back our freedom, did they? It's true. We're attacking other countries. There's no war in our country. Where's our war? Show me where there's a war land. There's no guns firing. There's no war land here. We are in other countries making war. America is really being bad right now, and we need to fix it together.
I don't agree.
The more
I
the
have family in the military right now.
Me too.
I'm not going to agree with that.
Well, I mean, the family.
We don't create war. We defend ourselves. That's a different story.
So what are we doing over there
You know,
for the past 20 years? What are we doing?
defending ourselves.
Why?
We're defending ourselves so they don't come back and do another 9/11 in this one.
Have you researched 9/11?
Have you?
Yes, really, really deep.
Well, I'm going to say this. Anybody that threatens us, we should stand up for ourselves.
Yes, but to put them in 20 years of warfare on their own land is wrong.
I don't think that's happening.
For one bad group. So you said not every officer is bad, right? So imagine if people came from a different country and they just wanted to kill all of our officers. That'd be wrong, right? Because not every officer is bad. So we went to a different country and we just started killing everybody. Women, children, bombing all of them.
Well, I'm not saying for us to go kill anybody.
That's what we're
over
doing.
there.
It's warfare. We're on other countries making warfare and you're saying America first. And you got to think about that. Think about what you're saying. You're respecting and standing up for a country, which I love America. I'm from here. And my questions are only questions, just to have conversation to determine how you feel about what's going on in the world. But you know, they're not in my country killing all my family and bombing my women and children, and we're doing that in other countries. And I feel maybe we could find a way to stop the war and find peace.
I don't think that there will ever be peace.
There will
in
never
your
be peace.
lifetime or my lifetime.
That's sad to think.
Okay? And that's just the way it is in this world. Okay?
There will never
And
be
it's
peace.
sad. It's sad. But
Well, there you heard it.
I think that we have our rights. I'm not saying go over there and kill everybody.
But that's what
I
we're
don't want
doing.
nobody to be killed.
We need to
I
find
don't want
peace.
anybody to be killed, but I don't want them coming over here and killing thousands of people either.
2 buildings is a lot less than multiple countries being.
Well, I'm sorry. Every life counts.
I know, but you know,
Whether it was 2 buildings or 5 buildings.
if you
every
broke down my
life
car,
counts.
if I built a card house and you
Okay.
accidentally knocked down my card house and I went and
I
burned
think
down
it
your
would
real
be
house, it's,
different if you had someone in that building and got killed, then you would think, hey,
it's just good to be fair. And America, I feel, hasn't been very fair. There's a lot of rights starting to get infringed on, freedom of speech. Think about how much online is kept from people
we should have
talking.
freedom of speech. We live in a free country.
Yeah, that's what you would think. But when people speak their rights, what happened at the protests and stuff, they all got arrested. You would think we're in a free country, but when people exercise their rights, they go to jail.
Life matters.
The reason I know that is because I go and exercise my rights, and I know a lot of people that exercise their rights, and I know a lot of people that go to jail exercising their rights. And so that's what I do, is I expose the tyranny happening on our own nation. I walk around and I video document everything to make sure that we have some equality coming in the future. Because I got 2 kids, they're babies, and I want to make sure by the time they're grown that this shit's not going on. We got to change something here. We got to stand up together. America's got to wake up. We got to figure out that we are in control, not our masters. We got to stop picking masters. Once America realizes that we are the master.
Well, I disagree with you there. There's only one master, and that's God.
We killed King George a long time ago, and we're still voting for masters.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I got to go do what I got to do.
You have a blessed day.
You too.
All right, well, it got a little heated. I just ask questions. I mean, I don't have any opinions about all this shit, but I like to ask these folks questions about how they feel about it and see how they react. And that lady was done. She was done. She didn't want to hear anymore. We just need to find equality, guys. Stop turning a blind eye, you know, get the shutters off our eyes and wake up. Everybody just needs to wake up. Together, if we wake up, we can change some stuff. All right, we're hit the 35-minute mark. I got to chat up the lady. These people never made contact with me. Don't want to speak too soon. Huh? I'm with myself. I'm independent journalist.
Oh, a journalist. Cool. So, you have a blog, or do you work for a paper or something?
I just document what happens around me and then disperse it for the public to watch and make their own opinion. Non-biased opinions. I ask questions that are heated usually and just try to determine how that person feels about the situation. And just study what's going on in our history, what's going on in our nation, and try to determine whether America wants to wake up or if they just want to keep voting for masters. And, you know, we killed the King George a long time ago, and still these things are going on in our nation where we're picking masters and we're voting for people to tell us how to live our lives and to make our rules for us. And then once the House votes started becoming overruling to the people's vote, then the people's vote started being silenced. And, you know,
have to agree.
There's been a lot of stuff in Texas that have been voted and won but still didn't pass. And
Instance, what?
For instance, last year they passed the Farm Bill, which gave us the right to grow hemp in Texas again as farmers. Then this year they
I
passed,
didn't know that.
yeah, the Farm Bill. They gave us the right to grow hemp industrially again.
Okay,
And
I
then
didn't
this
know
year they passed a law saying no smokable hemp. So it's a law contradicting another law,
Yeah,
and so they're being sued now. And so once I start seeing states going against themselves, they don't even know what they
So
want.
who passed Farm Bill, Texas or the federals?
I try to document everything.
No,
State,
who passed it? The Texas
Texas.
did?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, and so there's lawsuits and stuff going on right now because those farmers were told they could do stuff, and now they're being stripped of their property that's supposed to be legal and confiscated and taken.
So they started to grow. Well, then they confiscated their lands for
Well,
growing
say
it?
for instance, when they just passed this bill, there's over 100 mom and pop shops I know here in Texas that are smoke shops that were selling the hemp because it's legal.
Right.
And then as soon as they passed the no smokable hemp,
Yeah.
they closed out all their bank accounts and took all their money.
I'm not sure. Is hemp different than marijuana?
Yeah, they're like cousins.
Yeah, but the hemp doesn't have the same.
No, the tetrahydrocannabidiol is
THC.
yeah, that's the part that's psychoactive. It's what makes you feel high.
Okay.
The hemp is higher in CBD. It's kind of like a brown banana, an overripe fruit.
Oh, okay.
And so once it starts to over-ripen, the THC goes way down, less than 1%. It's like usually 0.3%, and the CBD
So you
goes
don't
up.
get the high, but you can get the effects.
The
from
medical
the healing.
effects, yes.
Okay.
And so that's why we
these
made it.
CBD places are opening
And blowing out of proportion. It's all over the news, and everybody's starting to use it instead of pharmaceuticals because it's a really good medicine. And then they stripped everybody from that medicine, and then they stole billions of dollars from all these mom and pop shops when they passed this contradictory law. And simple things like that. Like today's voting day, and I believe that no matter who wins, everybody's gonna be mad.
Well,
That's what I believe.
Half of everybody's going to be mad.
Well-
The other half is going to be happy.
Maybe.
Maybe. I think, but they'll all have something to bitch about no matter what.
Yeah.
I understand.
And so I'm trying to. I go like right now. You're live.
Yep.
And
It's live, not for later.
No. I run static videos and stuff to edit and make high definition copies later. But I try to make all my interactions live.
Right.
It gives accountability for you and I.
Right.
There's no edit. There's no way that I could say that I did something I didn't do or anything like that. It makes it just where I have to be honest, and that's good. It makes everybody honest. And so when I started filming a video all around Houston, police officers, anything that's publicly funded by our tax dollars, then I video and make sure our tax dollars are going to the correct places, and I expose them when it's not.
So what's your view on what's happening today?
I came to video the voting area because first off, to exercise my First Amendment right,
Good.
freedom of the press.
Very good.
I have the right to video anything I can see from public, and I wanted
We
to come
all
and
agree with you.
I wanted to come and make sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I stayed on the sidewalk, on public area. I never imposed or tried to bother anybody.
I understand.
I just try to document, and if they make contact with me and I educate them, hey man, I'm just on public property, documenting what I can see from public, and then it's education. And then, I was already done. I was gonna be here for 30 minutes. I've been here 39. And so I was gonna give it 30 minutes to make sure that they didn't approach me to tell me I couldn't video, and that all laws are being respected. And then I'll close down my stuff and I'll go hit the next voting spot.
I got you.
And there's some places where it's like this. They didn't say nothing, they were respectful, but not every place is a church. Some of them are
Well,
government workers
They
and
don't,
stuff.
they don't go here. This is just a polling place. So it doesn't matter if it's a church, a school, or a fire station.
Just people tend to be a little more respectful at a church.
Oh, do they? I didn't
Well, I mean, go
realize-
step in the courthouse. If I was to walk up to those guys with my camera, they're
I
gonna
don't-
treat me a lot different than if I walk
I
up to a
don't-
courthouse with my camera.
Are you talking about for voting or for?
Anything. Just
Okay.
videoing.
Yeah,
just
well,
when I have
yeah.
the camera in general,
I got
dude,
you.
people
I got
flip when I have a camera. And it's crazy.
So do you have a website or a blog or something?
Yeah, you can write it down.
Yeah, I do. I want to go see me. Will I be able to see it or? Will
Yeah, this will be uploaded soon. It's
So
it's
it's-
News Now Ninja.
News
I don't normally plug myself in my own
Now,
videos,
NW?
but you've been really
Ninja?
respectful. Yes, sir.
JA, right?
Yeah, and you're just doing workout here. I saw that you were,
Yeah.
kind of just building a layout to do some workout
Yeah,
here.
so just church got hit by lightning.
Yeah.
They're doing a remodel at the same time, and so what's happening is we've got to get a crane up there to remove the steeple to fix the roof, but we got to figure out if it's power lines.
Which means you have to get permits and all,
it's
man.
already, yeah, we're already in the permitting process.
That's a lot of stuff.
We haven't started the work yet, but we're trying to figure out, if we can get a crane in this space because it's a tight space.
Yeah, with the lines and everything.
How close the building is. Yeah, so I'm basically trying to figure out what we have.
But yeah, these guys passed.
Anyhow,
I mean,
so
I came out here.
News
Yeah,
Ninja,
News Now Ninja. You look that up on YouTube. I'll be the first
Okay,
one.
I got you.
And it'll be the first
I'll check it out.
it'll be one of the top videos because I
And
just
what's your name?
James.
James Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you, James. So you're local then?
Yeah. I do police accountability, government accountability. I make sure the local law enforcement in my town acts right. I walk up on traffic stops, I go to courthouses, I go to post office, anything that our tax dollars go to,
Right.
and I audit them. It's an
That's
audit.
good.
It's called a First Amendment audit. Freedom of the press. So I walk around, I exercise my right to be press and document all my encounters. Most of them are good, some of them are bad. With officers, it's
90%,
flip-flopped.
90%.
It's 90% bad with cops.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed.
It's hard to find a good cop. I'll even
That
walk up
doesn't
to them
mind being
on camera.
camera.
Yeah, like I walk up to cops all the time. I'm like, hey man, I'm making a documentary on good cops. You want to be part of it? And they're like, no,
Kidding?
no, straight up. It's crazy. You put a camera on, but you know what I found out is the only cops that don't mind being videoed are the ones that aren't doing nothing wrong. The ones that get mad about it, they're doing something wrong, and so now it triggers my mind, and I video them every day. You know, if they act shady, then dude, now you're
I
gonna.
would have guessed that 90% of the cops were good. 10% were shady.
It's,
I would not have guessed that to be a flip-flop.
We have some good cops here in Houston. I have a
Sure,
couple of
yeah.
friends in law enforcement. I got family in law enforcement.
Right.
There are good officers. All this defund the police junk, it's stupid. We don't need to defund. We got to take away qualified immunity and internal
I
investigations.
don't know what qualified immunity means.
It makes it where they can assault you, and then when you go to court, if they lose, you sue the city. You don't sue them personally. They're immune.
I got you. Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, so you're stealing from the taxpayers whenever they fuck up.
Right.
You know, and so that's wrong on us. That's wrong for us.
Yeah, you and I shouldn't pay for their screw-ups.
Mistakes.
Right.
Yeah, and so that's one thing I stand up for is like we need to get rid of qualified immunity, because then they'll be responsible for their actions.
Right. I got you.
And once we make the officers responsible for their actions, they'll act better. You know?
They know that it's going to come out of their pocket. They might be a little better with how they treat people than if
Exactly.
it's coming out of the
And
city's
like the
pocket.
thing is like if you take away their qualified immunity, then you can sue them personally.
Right.
So that's the way to do it with an officer. You don't ever want to just sue him. You want to take his job first and then sue him privately.
Oh, I got you. That
You
way,
know, you're not taking the tax dollars. And the internal investigations. You know, like if I did something, only my friends knew the truth, and then you go ask my friends, did he do it? And it's the difference between me in prison or not. They're gonna tell you no. You know, every friend backs up.
I think it's wise that we have body cams on them all so that we can.
The
tell
body
what's
cams have
going
made a
on.
huge
Oh, I
difference,
bet
but at
they
the same time, you know, I go in because those are public information.
Yeah.
You can go FOIA request any body cam FOIA request. You can go downtown and say, I would like to FOIA request the past 10 accidents an officer's been in a vehicle. I want the dash cam. It's your information.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, public information should be accessible by me as well.
Yeah, and that's what I do it for, is education, because a lot of people don't even know
Right.
that all of that is ours. You just got to go and ask for it, and they have to give it to you. And the problem that I've come to find is that when I go and ask for some things that are heated,
You have a warrant.
no, they'll say there's a pending investigation, because if there's a pending investigation, they don't have to release it
I got you.
And
it's
so-
always a pending investigation.
on the shady videos.
Yeah.
Or they'll, bleep out the moment you wanted to hear, or it'll blur, or it'll be cut. They edit it and they make it. It's bullshit, man.
Don't do that with your stuff.
No. That's why it's live.
Legit.
That's why it's live.
All
Hey,
right,
y'all got
good
anything to
meet
say
you.
about this guy? Y'all have anything to say about this guy, people? He's looking at the screen. If y'all think he did a good job, give him a 1. If you think he was mean, give him a 2.
Can you see anything?
Let's see. It's gonna take a second. There we go.
One, a couple of ones.
There's some ones coming. All right. Hey, you did good.
And I voted for Trump. They still like me. Blessings on you. Have a good day.
Have a good day, brother. hey, we got to help that guy out with a little bit of knowledge. He didn't know that you could even FOIA request stuff, so that's what I'm out here for, education, for fun, and for free. I'm gonna go ahead and go let this guy know he passed. How you doing, brother? Good. I just wanted to come shake your hand. So you did a great job.
You too.
Yeah, it was that's what you call a First Amendment audit. I video what I can see in public, make sure that nobody steps on my rights, and you killed it, Gary.
Good.
Have a blessed day, brother.
You too.
All right, guys. I feel like they did a great job here. I had a couple of conversations with a couple of folks. I think the lady I spoke with earlier, she was a little heated. She didn't like everything I had to say, but maybe she needed to hear it. The guy I spoke with here, at first I thought he was writing down information about me, but then I noticed on his notepad that he was drawing out like this whole area and like getting ready to do work because lightning hit the building. So, honest guy. Everybody killed it out here. Did a great job. I'll see you later, brother. If you get on there right now, you can see it. If you log in right now, you'll see yourself. Got a new sub. And the day has started pretty peacefully. And I like that. I'm liking the vibe of the day. I was honestly feeling it was gonna be a little crazy today. Like, you know, everybody was gonna be on edge, but it seems that folks are pretty much, for the most part, laid back and sound in mind, so that's good. I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Let me look at some comments real quick. Yep, good times on election day. I feel you should hand out prizes. She was a 4. Thank you guys that said good job. I'm trying to just be peaceful out here, have conversation, and get opinion. Sometimes my questions might seem one-sided or the other-sided, but it's just to see the reaction. I really don't have a whole lot of opinion on this whole thing. My opinion is that it's all crazy. And that's pretty much my only opinion. But I love you guys. I'm gonna kill this. Y'all keep your eyes open because I got more to do today. I love y'all. Be safe out there.